right, today I want to answer uh, yet another, I don't know, another, I don't know what term to give this individual. But, I once a while, once in 3 months or once in 4 months, or maybe once in 6 months, I post vacancies, okay? I post vacancies online and I tell people, those who wish to apply. It's a free service. I will make sure that I forward your resume to these people. Now the question is, how does this work? You have these companies that the people over there, they watch my channel. They have been following me for years and years. And so they tell me, Loy, if you know anybody in sales, just forward his resume to me. You know anyone in admin or engineering, if you know anybody. So because I have multiple groups on Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, people get in touch with me, okay? Emails, whatever. And some of them, they just say, can you ask your network? The others, they pay me a sum of money and then they say, Loy, can you select a CV and send it to me? This is a small donation to your channel. So I make it very clear to them, I'm not going to go out of my way to find the right candidate. But they're like, no, it's okay. Just if you can offer 1 or 2 worthwhile CV. If you can't, fine. I never take a guaranteed condition that I'm paying you $100, you must give me a CV. No, that's not my specialization. I can't get into being a recruiter. Okay. So people pay me $10, $20. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, $200. Okay, that's the highest I've received for advertising a job vacancy. The higher the amount, the more effort I take. Okay, like for example, if a person pays me, let's say, for example, I said $200. Maybe I'll inform people who is this person, who is this person's, the person's company. That is privately through my networks. However, one thing I don't do is, I don't associate myself with any brand. If you notice, there are no ads on my YouTube channel. There are no ads. The reason being is, if I've not used a product, it doesn't make sense I talk about it. Let's say a VPN. I've never used a VPN. Doesn't make sense talking about it. Password managers, I've never used it. No point talking about it. And by the way, just to let you know, I've got offers to talk about them. Not a very big offer. In the range of $500. Okay, that's the range. 500 to, I think the largest amount was 1,500. But for $1,500, I had to hit a particular number of viewers. So the challenge is, if I've not used a VPN or if I've not used software. In fact, these mobile games, there have been these mobile game companies that have contacted me free, talk about this. But the thing is, I've not used it. So what sense does it make? So I've refused all these. Now, with regards to these companies that want to advertise in relation to jobs, the ones that have told me that I'll pay you for the video, but you need to mention my company's name explicitly. There have been websites which are into recruitment. Now, the reason why I've refused to do this is because I don't know whether these guys are legit or not. You seriously don't know. Here's a big question. What if you advertise someone and he turns out to be fraud? Do you know on LinkedIn, there are so many people who advertise for cabin crew and models, and they end up doing things which are not right. You can check Gulf News where these people have been arrested. They look like legit companies. Now, me being here on the island of Samui, I can't verify this information. And if something does go wrong, whose brand, whose reputation does it impact? Okay. Now comes the big question. Why am I not revealing the company or the person or the identity? Okay, let me get this out of the way. Number one is, my content is geared towards controversy. And if you see my content, I speak positive as well as negative about UAE, but more on the negative side towards expats. I've spoken against Islam, which is the main religion of, not against Islam, it's the bad practices of Islam, which is the main religion in the Middle East. Okay? And most of my content is either, especially the previous videos, are shock value. And I speak on the news that is mainly banned in the Middle East, primarily UAE. Now let's assume I speak negative about Islam, I speak bad about UAE, and all of a sudden one day there is a company in UAE and I associate ABC company in UAE is a sponsor to my channel and I talk about this company. Do you seriously think there is not a single person in UAE who will complain to the Dubai police or the UAE police or the law or the cyber, cyber department and inform them about this, that this guy who speaks negative about UAE or negative about Islam or negative about the Middle East, this company is sponsoring him? Do you see? Let me ask you a very simple thing. Now you whomsoever you are, let's say whichever country you belong to, okay, let's assume that I associate you with me and I start speaking negative about dangerous people in your country, the government in your country, the police in your country, powerful or rich individuals in your country, and I say that you are my sponsor. Don't you think there would be a backlash? Okay. Now, when I was in UAE and I was not doing this stuff, I was not talking controversial about Islam or the Middle East, people didn't want to associate with me even that time. You know why? Because of my tattoos. Literally, clients have told me, Loy, just I don't mind taking your services, but it should be confidential. Nobody should know that I'm associated with you. Why? Because it can affect their social standing. A very simple thing. Let's assume you're a member of, you are known in your community and you start making friendship with a drug dealer, or you're known to hang out with a prostitute. Don't you think the community will look at this and hype this up? We live in a day and age where if you're associated with anything that has even an iota of negativity, people distance themselves. Why do you think so many sponsors, if the athlete says, does or tweets a small thing which is controversial, they're kicked out? Like for example, Gina Carano, who was the MMA fighter. She was the star of Star Wars in Mandalorian, I think. She just tweeted a photograph in terms of politics, and she has lost a multi-million-year deal. There's an athlete, an MMA fighter, Israel Adesanya. He just told his opponent, who they were trash talking with each other, he told the guy, I'll rape you while fighting, and I'll rape you. His sponsor, Mercedes-Benz, immediately released a statement that he's no longer the ambassador and he has lost millions in sponsorship. So we live in a day and age where if people associate with something that's negative, they distance them. Why do you think I don't get so many brands or so many people associating themselves with me? Because my core branding is controversy, is shock value. Okay, agreed. I have only 40,000 followers, which is not big. But my goal is not to aim for, popularity contests, I have so many followers. No. My core is to make money. I've told you before, YouTube only I make around $700 a month. It's nothing. Especially after the, adpocalypse and all that. They don't pay much money. But I do it because I love this. So, then it comes down to, why is it I still keep it hidden? Because I'm not a charitable organization, man. I'm a businessman. I'm a guy who wants to make money. And why should I be fucking ashamed about it? I mean, what gave you the idea that I'm some charitable organization or a guy who wants to do charity for others? Whatever gave you the fucking idea, man? And the sense of entitlement is like, you will not believe how much disgust, disregard and disdain I have for such individuals. They are nothing, forget freeloaders. They are self-entitled, cunts of misery. In the real world, they are zero. They are nothing. They are not successful. They are not even able to get a fucking job, let alone an interview. They are that pathetic. But they go around demanding and asking, hey, you need to give me this, you need to give me that. No, the world doesn't owe you any fucking thing, man. Fuck off. You are a piece of shit. Like this guy who commented below my post. As it is, anybody sends me their CV and they say, Loy, I don't have the money. Okay, I can't afford your service. Can you forward my CV? I do it for free. And the reason I do it for free is because the person doesn't have money. But if a person says, Loy, can you give me your service? Can you mentor me? Can you make my resume for free? Because I don't have money, I say, sorry, it's not me. I can't give you my time, effort and money. I can forward a resume because somebody else has paid me the money for it. They have paid $5, $10, fine. As a courtesy, I have 20, 30 CVs which I feel are worth it. I send it to them. On top of that, you want me to give you my time, give you all the details, give you all the data, dance to your tunes. Because you're a self-entitled prick who's a failure in life or nothing and nobody online, that nobody takes seriously, you want I should take you seriously. What do you answer such people? I can challenge you, this very individual who was blabbering so much, I challenge you openly. If I were to see his resume, it would be a joke. I can openly challenge you. The guy is not getting any interview calls. I can openly challenge you. He is not successful in his career. I can openly challenge you. He is not taken seriously by his colleagues or anybody else. Not even his own family. Because this is a characteristic of a person who sounds entitled online. Who likes to demand from others that we need to dance to their tunes because they have this intrinsic right. You must give me the right details. You must give me where is the job. You must guarantee I get a job. Who the fuck are you? Fuck off, fucking freeloader. So irritating when as it is you're trying to do something worthwhile for the community, help people with the hope that someone gets a job. And then you get shit like this. If I was a fraud and if I was a scam artist, there'll be enough and more people putting up videos left, right and center exposing me. Left, right and center. Where are these articles? Where are these videos? Where is the evidence? I've never seen anyone show with evidence, show with proof. Make your claim now. I'm here. My phone number is there. My email is there. My location is there. My identity is there. My family details are there. Every social media of mine is there. I've never given any guarantees. I never said, I guarantee you'll get a job. No. The only guarantee I've given is, I guarantee I'll give you my service. I've openly said, I'm not a charitable, kind-hearted, selfless guy. No. I've said to people, I charge you for my service. I never said you're going to be rich and multi-millionaire and billionaire and how to make 7-figure income in 7 minutes and cheat the system. No. All I've told you is, because of the experience I have in the Middle East, see, specific, 40 years in the Middle East, I know how the market works. Through years of marketing and selling myself, I can make your resume in a way that will definitely stand out from the rest of your competition. And 100%, this I can challenge you, will be better than the CV that you have or the resume or the profile. And last if not the least, the training that I give you, I guarantee is as good as the world's best. Because I've spent years and years honing these skills. So now, where is the problem? Where is the misunderstanding? Where is the miscommunication. I don't understand. However, these random freeloaders from somewhere, self-entitled idiots, uneducated cunts, especially from countries where nobody takes them seriously. Forget countries, their own family doesn't take them seriously. They are these great, brave people online. But I can challenge you, like I told you, check their profile. Ask them what do they specialize in. Ask them who they are. Open challenge. Let them show their real identity. Let's have a look. You'll realize they're just ordinary. Nothing. Because, see, I make a living online. I take it very seriously. It's not a joke. That's why every word, every sentence, every communication I put outside, I'm very careful because of the legal implications. I'm held accountable to what I post on my social media. So, this is what I wanted to say. And for these self-entitled nothings and nobody of this world who hide behind fake accounts and make these bold statements, show some courage. Reveal your identity. Show your profiles. So we know who we are talking to. Because if you're some useless, unwanted, ordinary, nothing and nobody will even look at you, man. They'll look at your profile. Ha! Who the fuck would even take them seriously? You know that is a reality. That's why you hide behind an impressive name or anonymous name and talk big. But the minute your real identity is known, you're a coward and you hide. And then you become a sheep. That is why you are at its worst average in the corporate world. Average. Average income, average life, average everything. But online, Superman. So anyway guys, you let me know what do you have to say. Do you agree, disagree? Feel free and let me know your thoughts. Fuck man, these creatures are so fucking loud. Hey! I hate it. Anyway, what can you do? Alright, chal man. That's why I come here, to get far away from the forest. There it's so loud, you can't even fucking hear, man. Crazy. Wherever I go, there is noise. Alright, you guys take care. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. Ciao.